May the 4th be with you.
Hello everyone, how are you? Hello everyone, how are you? Hello everyone, how are you? How are you today? Good morning everybody. Bagpuss and I are going to read you another story today. First of all, have you had a good weekend? Check. Have you finished your clearboard work? Check. 3 pieces today, don't forget, 3 pieces on the Monday. And have you done your consonant blend work? Today is dr, dr, dr for drink. It's a really hard one today because sometimes it sounds like it's the j sound, j, drink, or dress, but it's d, r, dr, dr. Have you finished your worksheet? Check. When I call the colour groups today, I want you to say, oui madame. Have we got blue group? Oui madame. Have we got yellow group? Good. Green group? And red. Really nice. That's French, yes miss. Well done, you're speaking French this morning. So we've read, do you remember when we read this book? What the Ladybird Heard? And that's Julia Donaldson. Do you remember this one? And the 2 men in it, I think it was Hefty Hugh and Lanky Len, maybe? And they were going to try and steal the Farmer's Prize cow. Do you remember? And the Ladybird listened and they all had a plan. And we had to draw a map for it. Well, actually, in the cupboard today, I found this. What the Ladybird heard next. What she heard next. The second book, again by Julia Donaldson. And the funny thing is, when I came in this morning, there was a ladybird flying around this classroom. I wanted to find her so that I could count her spots to see how old she was. I don't know where she went to. We'll keep an eye out for her. Okay, let's start our story. Once upon a farm lived a ladybird, and these are the things that she saw and heard. The cow in her shed, the horse in his stall, the cats who purred on the garden wall, the barn full of straw and the field full of sheep, the kennel where the dog lay fast asleep, the fish in the pond, the drake and the duck, the hive of bees, and the heap of muck. Ugh. The hog in his sty, the goose in her pen, and the coop which was home to the fat red hen. Now the fat red hen, with her thin brown legs, laid lots and lots of speckled eggs. But then, oh help, oh no, oh dear, those eggs began to disappear. Each morning all the eggs were gone. The animals asked, what's going on? I'll find out, said the ladybird. She flew, and she saw, and she heard. Not these two again. She saw 2 men in a big black van, with a torch and a sack and a cunning plan. They were Hefty Hugh and Lanky Len, who had been to jail but were out again. Said Lanky Len to Hefty Hugh, let's steal another egg or 2. But Hefty Hugh said, listen, Len, I vote we steal the fat red hen. We'll make our way to the chicken coop and scoop her up in one fell swoop. Just think of all those eggs she will lay. Just think of all the legs she'll lay us, and all the money folk will pay us. And Len replied, we'll soon be rich. It makes my fingers start to itch. And can you see, Lanky Len is using his imagination to think about how nice it will be to have lots of money. The little spotty ladybird told the animals what she'd heard. Hefty Hugh and Lanky Len are planning to steal the fat red hen. The animals don't look very happy about that, do they? When the cow said moo and the hen said cluck, hiss, said the goose, quack, said the duck, neigh, said the horse, oink, said the hog, maa, said the sheep, woof, said the dog. And the 2 cats meowed, those bad, bad men, we can't let them steal the fat red hen. But the ladybird said, "Listen quick, I've thought of a really clever trick." At dead of night, the two bad men opened the coop and snatched the hen. But the fat red hen began to cluck. "Why don't you steal the downy duck? Her eggs are bigger far than mine, and people say they taste divine." "Good thinking that," said Lanky Len. They tiptoed to the pond. But then, so the fat red hen has suggested they take the duck instead. So they think, good idea, let's go to the duck. The downy duck began to quack. "Oh, please don't put me in your sack. Why don't you steal the goose instead? She's bigger still and better fed. Her eggs are huge and tasty too." "Good thinking that," said Hefty Hugh. So the fat red hen said, "Take the duck," and the duck has said, "Take the goose." They're agreed to it, aren't they? But when they tried to seize the goose, she hissed at them, "I'm not much use. Why don't you steal that great big bird, the super duper snuggly snurd?" "What?" "What?" said Len. "And who?" said Hugh. The goose replied, "I thought you knew. She lays the biggest eggs of all. Each one looks like a rugby ball." The duck joined in. "She's friendly too. I'm sure she'd love to live with you. She'll put an end to all your cares. You'll very soon be millionaires." "Where is this snurd?" asked Lanky Len. "Not far away," chipped in the hen. "She lives inside that big brown heap. You'll find her inside. She's fast asleep." Can you see that? They said she is inside the big brown heap. What is the big brown heap? What is the big brown heap made of? Why is she inside it? Is she really inside it? The two thieves laughed. "We've got it made. Let's take turns with the farmer's spade." They dug, and then Len said, "Pooh, it stinks." And Hugh said, "So do you." And Len said, "Where's that giant bird, the super duper snuggly snurd?" "She's rather shy," the goose replied. "She must be hiding deep inside." So they dug a tunnel nice and deep. "That's it," said Hugh. "Now in we creep." "I think we're nearly there," said Len. "The snurd will soon be ours." But then the heap collapsed and Hugh said, "Yuck, we're covered head to toe in muck." And Len complained, "There is no snurd. They just made up that giant bird." So the big brown heap was actually muck. It was actually animal poo. And she doesn't exist. The other animals made her up to make Hefty Hugh and Lanky Len climb through the muck. Then the animals gathered and all let out a deafening sound. Neigh, moo, oink, ma, woof, woof, meow. What a racket! What a row! They don't look very happy, do they? The farmer woke and said, "Goodness me!" And he had a word with his prize queen bee. And the bees chased after the two bad men, who never came back to the farm again. Then the cow said moo, and the hen said cluck. Hiss, said the goose. Quack, said the duck. Neigh, said the horse. Wink, said the hog. Ma, said the sheep. Woof, said the dog. And the farmer cheered, and both cats purred. But the ladybird never said a word, and neither did the snuggly snurd. Why do you think the snuggly snurd didn't say anything? Because she doesn't even exist. The animals were using their imagination. We're going to play a describing game. The word describe means when you talk about the details of something. So I'm going to describe an animal from the book, and you're going to see if you can guess what it is. Okay, this animal has pink skin. This animal has pink skin and 4 legs. This animal has pink skin, 4 legs, and a round snout for a nose. This animal has pink skin, 4 legs, a snout for their nose and a curly tail. Can you guess what it is? If you said pig, that was the right answer. House point to you. The next animal I'm going to describe is black and white. You can get milk from this animal, from their udders. They make this sound. So my description, to describe this animal, they are black and white. They say moo. They give us milk. Who is it? I'm pointing to the cow. If you got that right, another house point. You're going to play a game similar to that now with your writing. You're going to describe some details, and you're going to describe details of the snurd. Your character is going to be the imaginary character in the story. Let's have a look. She just flew past again. Did you see that? Where would a ladybird land? Let me know if you see her fly past. So this is our picture of the snurd, and the writing says, describe the snurd. So we need to write about the snurd, all of the details. What can you see? The snurd has a long orange beak. The snurd has spiky red hair. The snurd has pink feathery wings. The snurd has a stripy neck. The snurd has a spotty belly. What thing do you think you'd like to write? Oh, I heard that. Somebody said the snurd has a big blue egg. Well done. The snurd has beady eyes. You can write whatever sentence you like, but it has to include details of describing the snurd. Let's practice a sentence together. If you want to get your digraph mats out to help, you can do. We're going to write, the snurd has fluffy pink wings. The snurd has fluffy pink wings. The snurd has fluffy pink wings. Can you do that in a funny voice? The snurd has fluffy pink wings. Fred said he wants to help me today to make sure I do my finger spaces. Here's Fred. Say hi to Fred. Okay, Fred is going to help me with my finger spaces today because I always forget, don't I? Okay, he can sit there. Okay, what was the sentence? Oh, I can't even remember. What was the sentence? The snurd has, we're describing the snurd has pink fluffy wings. Thanks, guys. The capital letter. The snurd. Fred said snurd is his name or her name. So it needs to have, what do we put at the beginning of our names? All names have a capital letter. Who said that? I can hear you. Snurd, so a capital letter. So starting in the sky. Sn, sn, sn. That was our consonant blend last week. Sn. Snurd. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whirl and twirl. But actually, if we look at the top of our page where it says snurd, let's see. It's got a different spelling there. Snurd. tricky. Don't worry, Fred has given us a clue. So we always write whirl and twirl, whirl and twirl. But tricky sneaked a really difficult word in there for us because we don't know that digraph. But Fred's just told me it. But it's a year 1 digraph. So he's just had a quick sneaky look at it. It's this one, which matches in with the snurd. And this is the picture. A better letter. And that sound is often at the end of words. But in the snurd, it's right in the middle. Can you remember that? So we've got whirl and twirl and a better letter. I think we need to have a lesson on this one, do you? Even though it's a year 1 sound. Let's have another look. Say thanks to Fred. He said you're welcome. Okay, so snur, whirl and twirl. If you write whirl and twirl, it doesn't matter. It still says but I'm going to write the better letter. It's an and an The snurd. The snurd. I've forgotten the sentence again. Fred said I didn't turn my brain on. Ready? The snurd has. Miss a line down to the blue dot. Has. The snurd has. The snurd has pink fluffy wings. I might say the snurd has got pink fluffy wings. I'm going to put got in there. The snurd has got. Got. G. Down the girl's hair, give her a curl. G. Remember, t is a reach for the sky letter. The snurd has got pink. I don't know if I'll fit pink in there after I've done 2 finger spaces. Thanks for your help, by the way, Fred. But, oh! The ladybird's back. Whoa. Oh, she's gone again. I'm never going to get to see her, am I? The snurd has got pink. I'm going to miss a line and go down here. Pink. Remember, this is quite a tricky one. Down the pirate's plat, back up to the top, around his head so it sits on the line, and draw his beard. The snurd has got pink. You have to tell me what the digraph is at the end of pink. Unk. Can you show me the action for unk so I can see? Hey, you're doing this, so is it unk? Is it is that right? Thanks for that clue. I've lost my space. What can I do if I get stuck? Read what I've written so far. The snurd has got pink. The snurd has got pink. Fluffy. I'm going to go over this side for this one. Fluffy. Oh, 2 fingers. Fred has been very helpful today. Another one. Another. Fluff. What can you see? The snurd has got pink, fluffy wings. Miss a line, write a line, start at the dot. Wings. Wiggle down the worm. Wings. When I do my I always do just a dot. My brother does a great big circle. We don't do big circles, do we? We just do dots. Let's go back. Wings. What does that look like? Can you tell me what two sounds to write for and yeah, good. Well done. Wing. Hey, let's go to the top. The snurd has got pink fluffy wing. The snurd has got pink fluffy wing. If he had one wing, he'd be flying around in a circle. They need two wings, don't they? So wings. The snurd has got pink fluffy wings. Is my sentence finished, Fred? No. I'm finished. The snurd has got pink fluffy wings. Ask the children. Children, what do I need at the end? Full stop. Good job. Full stop. Well done. Try and remember that. What was that digraph? Not whirl and twirl. It's a better letter. So that's your letter and you're putting it in the envelope. A better letter. Okay, that's a tricky one today. You don't have to write about the snurd's pink wings. You can write the snurd has a big blue egg. You could write the snurd has a spotty belly. It's your choice. You choose whichever one you want to. That was quite tricky. Say goodbye to Fred. Can you shout goodbye to Bagpuss? He said goodbye. He'll see you for the next story time. Now I'm going to... Excuse me, I can see that ladybird again. No, she's gone again. Who knows? Okay, well, good luck with your writing, and I shall see you a bit later on for maths. Bye, guys.